We're the Vermont Pyro Boys.
And this is the Size Matter.
What?
So watch the fireworks.
Good evening, friends and pyros, and welcome to another great video from the Vermont Pyro Boys. We are going to do a canister comparison for you guys tonight. Lots of companies in the retail fireworks market advertise the length of their canisters. 4-inch, 5-inch, 6-inch, 7, even 8-inch canisters. And I know a lot of you guys already know that the maximum load is 60 grams of firepower per canister. But tonight we're going to find out if size really matters. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at 3 different size lengths of artillery shell canisters, and we're going to see if we really think that it makes a big difference. So let's take a look at what we've got. So as you can see, we've got 5 varieties of canister here. First, we'll start with the 4-inchers. Now, these are the Arms Depot from Raccoon right here. And interestingly enough, these are not even 60 grams of firepower inside. These are only 50. But when I shot the demo for them, I was really impressed. So I'm absolutely happy to include those in this comparison. Then we've got the Fear of the Dark cans from Pyro Demon right here, which has been a favorite of mine and of a bunch of you guys too. And then speaking of other favorites, these here are the Terminator T800 shells. We've got 2 of those that are some of my, I think they really break huge. So a perfect candidate for this kind of comparison. Then we've got 2 of the Hydra bombs from our friends at Elite Fireworks. So we're going to give those a shot. And for 6-inchers, I only had 1 kit of 6-inch cans, incidentally, to pull shells out of. So we've got the heavy metal shells from Shogun here, and they did do very well when we shot the demo of the whole kit. So I've just kind of picked random shells from all of these brands. I will write down what they are as they go into the mortars here in our Pyro Boom 12-shot straight up and down rack, and we're going to keep track of that as we shoot them. But what I really want you to pay attention to is you're going to have 4 4-inch cans, then 4 5-inch cans, and then 4 6-inch cans. Alright, Pyros, I just wanted to give you a quick look at what I did for my fusing before we get going here. As you can see, I used my favorite demo fuse, the green safety link. It burns nice and slow, so we should be able to see these pretty much one at a time. And I went all the way around. I am going to cover the back row with a strip of thick masking tape to prevent any fuse jumping. And for those of you who have been watching Vermont Pyro Boys for a while, you might notice something odd at the end here. There's no super slow bright red Visco right there, is there? And I'll let you guys know that is because I am going to be hooking this up to an E-match with my firing system. If you do want to take a quick look, you can see that I cut this at a very sharp angle. And the reason I did that is because there's a black powder interior to these fuses. And what I wanted to do was expose as much of that black powder as possible to the E-match when it goes off, because this external lacquer doesn't ignite as easily as the black powder inside. So that is a measure I'm taking to get my firing system and E-match, or I should say MGAG, because it's not technically an E-match, to work a little bit better. So we're going to take this out to the field, fire it up, and find out for sure, does size matter? Ready, everybody? Here we go!
Oh.
Small canisters.
How are these small?
These are 4-inch. Let's see if they're any bigger.
Yeah, those are bigger.
Those are Terminators, now it's 2 Hydros. So now we got 4 6-inch.
Those last ones, I like that. Oh, I like those better. I like those the better. Those are some big booms.
Alright, Pyros, so this is a thing. I really don't know. I can tell you that in the moment when I was standing on top of that hill with my neighbors and my family watching, I really felt like they all kind of looked the same. But you guys know when I make these videos for you, I rewatch the firework footage over and over again because I want to do a good job making it accurate for you. And I don't know if it's me, I don't know if I'm hearing Charlie's reaction as we go through the progressively larger shells. He gets more and more excited. Maybe he's just getting excited. I'm going to turn this one over to you guys. We're going to do our classic Vermont Pyro Boys rewatch. I'm not going to slow it down very much. I'm not going to put the different effects because that's not what this is comparing. I will put the shell length and the company at the bottom of the screen as they're going off. You guys send me a note in the comments and tell me what you think because, you know, after rewatching it like a bunch of times, I do kind of think I feel like especially that first 6-inch shell looked like the biggest one. The other shells look great too. So let's take another look and you guys let me know what you think. Ready, everybody? Here we go. Small canisters.
How are these small?
These are 4-inch. Let's see if they're any bigger.
Yes, those are bigger.
Now we've got 4 6-inch.
Those last ones, I like that. Oh, I like those better. I like those the best. Those are some big boobs.
Yeah, indeed. I can't decide. So please, everybody, please hop on the comments right now and let me know your thoughts. Does size matter? Yeah, that's fun. But, you know, the one thing I do know that I definitely think is that all 12 of these shells were cool. They were all a really great time. And honestly, I don't know if I even care about nitpicking at which ones broke that much bigger. So it was really fun. And I think in the end, you know, if you're looking for a canister kit, especially if you're just figuring pyro out, you know, look for that 60 grams, look for the max load, and don't worry so much about the size of the canister lengthwise. You can find good ones for sure. I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you found it informative a little bit. Let me know that too in the comments. If you enjoyed it, absolutely, thumbs up, just like I always ask. And if you just found Vermont Pyro Boys, also like I always ask, you know, I hope you subscribe. I shoot fireworks a lot, put up a lot of videos, and all that fun stuff. Because, you know, it's great. And it's a lot of fun, and I encourage you all to get out there and do exactly the same thing. So, thanks again for spending time watching fireworks with me. We'll be back again. Our next upload will be delayed by 1 day because we are going to Pyro Camp for Father's Day weekend. So, I will see you in 3 days with another great fireworks video. Until then, have a great night. Thanks again for watching the Vermont Pyro Boys.